I'm going to make my cauliflower pizza, so I will show you how I do that. First, I'm going to chop up my cauliflower that I have here, and I'm going to use my food processor to make cauliflower rice. So once I have my cauliflower rice, I kind of dump it into my saucepan. So I'm just kind of steaming it here on low so that I get some of the moisture out. I know there's lots of different methods. This is just the way I like. So I will do this for probably about 10-15 minutes and I'll check back in. Okay, so for this I'm actually making 3 batches. So I have 6 cups of the cauliflower rice that I have steamed a little bit, and then I'm going to do 6 eggs, 6 tablespoons of Parmesan, but I'm only using 1 cup of mozzarella, and this is the skim milk, part skim, low fat. So I will mix all of that together in the bowl. I also added some seasoning to taste. So what I did is I measured out 1 cup into here, and then I will just push it around and form a pizza crust. Now with this I'll have 6 crusts at 1 cup apiece. I should have around 6 cups, or 6 crusts. So I'll get these all formed for you. So here are the first 2 all formed, and I'll put those in the oven and bake them for about 20 minutes and see how they look when they come out. So while I am waiting for the cauliflower pizza crust, I am going to start my second dish, which is a Mexican lasagna casserole type thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown some ground turkey meat and get that all nice and brown. So I just added, this is a little over 2 cups of onion, bell pepper mixture, and I'm going to cook that with the turkey meat for just a little bit. Okay, I just pulled the first batch of crusts out, and they look amazing. Look so good. So I'll top these and get them back in the oven. Actually, before I put the toppings and stuff on them, I'm going to let them cool on the wire rack for just a little while. So now everything is just kind of simmering in here, all mixed up. I did add a little bit of salsa. I had some corn, crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, the ricotta, and some seasoning. So I'll let this simmer for just a little while. Okay, for the pizzas, I am adding just half of a serving, which is 2 tablespoons of the pizza sauce, and then I'll spread that out really good. Okay, so next I'm adding just 2 tablespoons of this, which is 1/8 of a cup as far as cheese goes. And then I have these pepperoni, the turkey, so they're 70% less. They are 70 calories for 17 slices. I definitely won't be using 17 slices on one of these, so I guess we can put maybe 5, and I'll calculate calories for that. Okay, so I put 2 tablespoons of cheese, which is half a serving of the cheese, and then just 5 of the pepperoni, which is actually 1/3 of the serving. And so I have these 2 here, and I'll put them in the oven when I take the other 2 crusts out. Okay, so now I've taken some of the mixture and lined the bottom of the pan, and then I will layer tortillas on here. It's hard to see while I'm holding this. I guess a tripod is next in the future. So I'll just continue layering sauce and tortilla. I think 2 more times. Okay, so I covered it with about 1/4 cup of the mozzarella cheese and then a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. And now I'm going to cover it with tin foil and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, so here is the finished cauliflower pizza. I am so excited. It turned out really well. Let's see if I can do it without burning myself. That's the bottom. Oh, hot. So I tell you what, anyone considering making it definitely should. This is so good. As you see, I've already eaten a piece. It is a little more dense than pizza crust, but I mean, it's so good. So this is what it looked like when I pulled it out of the oven. I'll show you the side view. There are 2 layers of tortillas and 3 layers of mixture. And remember, I made 2 pans of this, so the other one is still in the oven. Okay, so I did all the calculations, and if you cut this and the second one that I did into 6 pieces each, which came out to about that big, which are very large portions. This is a normal baking dish, and it was split in 6. So you have a total of 12 pieces. Okay, so I meal prepped. It took me about 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did insert the nutritional value for both items. They were so good. It was so hard for me to not eat any of the casserole because I did eat the pizza. And tomorrow is weigh-in day, so I have to have willpower and I can't eat it. But it will definitely be a really good lunch tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will leave the recipe and the information in the description box. And hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow for my first weigh-in. I'm really excited. I have my fingers crossed for double digits, but we'll see. Thank you guys. Good night.